you go, give it on. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
What's up guys, my name is Phil. Welcome back to Miranda Detailing. Today's video, we are working on this beautiful Audi S5 Coupe. So guys, what we're doing to this vehicle is a full exterior, so full wash, decon, and protection, and a basic interior, just wiping down, vacuuming. The interior doesn't really need a lot at all. They just wanted it cleaned up a little bit. You're gonna see the leather in this thing is beautiful. It's an awesome slate gray, and let's take a look at it. So here is the Audi S5. It's really in nice condition. It just needs to be cleaned up a little bit and protected. It's really in for more of the protection than it is the cleaning aspect. There's a few little water spots here and there that we're going to take care of. These really nice large spoke wheels, they are awesome. And the inside, not bad at all. Not much to do in the inside. It's basically going to be wiping down, vacuuming. This leather is gorgeous. Love the stitching in it. Nice Alcantara sides here. So we will take care of some of the scuffing and things like that that typically go on the inside. So what we're going to do first is rinse it, give it an APC rinse. We're actually using Extra Tough diluted, I believe 2 to 1 in the Miralex sprayer. It's not the foamer, it's just a regular sprayer. So we actually use that to degrease all of the door jambs, the trunk lid area, in the hood, and then we're going to use it to clean the wheels, wheel wells, tires, and give it an APC rinse as well. That really does get rid of the heavy material, the heavy damaged material on all the bottom portions. And you can spray it over the entire car because it will act as kind of like a stripping agent for any other protection that might be on there. So guys, let's get started on this beautiful Audi. So guys, we are in the midst of washing and deconning. Really, it's not that bad at all as far as particles on the paint. It feels pretty smooth. We're using the clay pad as we wash along, and that really does help speed up the process because we are going to machine apply some wax onto here, and that way if there is any light marring, it will get rid of it, no problem. I am going to clay the bottom portions a little bit, and we'll see if we spot any tar. And we're also going to use an iron remover on this. So just to show you what soap we were using, it is Malco's Prism Car Wash. So we put a couple of ounces in the foam cannon and we wash the whole vehicle down with this, and this stuff is really nice, very nice and slick, and has an awesome scent to it as well. It seems to clean very well, even though I kind of think that the cleaning aspects of some soaps are negligible because we do so much of the pre-rinsing and pre-washing that really this is more for lubrication to get that rest of that final layer off of the paint. So the lubrication is what's really important when it comes to the final contact wash, because most of the stuff is removed off the paint already. So let's get to rinsing. We're going to hit these wheels, going to clean them, and then start with the chemical decon phase. So now the wheels are done. Final rinsing, well, before we start checking the vehicle, because I need to actually clay some of those bottom portions, we are going to use the Sonax spray and seal for a few complicated areas. The grill here is kind of annoying to protect, and it is a matte finish, so you're not supposed to really dress that with plastic dressings. And if you try to wax it, there could be other complications. So using this for these complicated areas is really nice. So I'm just going to spritz it down here too. And when we rinse it, so now we can just go in there and dry it, and it will look awesome. So same goes with the wheels. I'm just going to spritz it. It will make it easier to dry. It does add protection as well, so that is a plus. I like to use this for maintenance, not necessarily a standalone protection. Then same with this area back here. It's a weird matte finish. So spraying this on it and then rinsing it off. Yeah, that makes it easy now to just dry, and it adds protection. So as I'm feeling across the bottom panels here, I don't feel much. There's really almost nothing down there. I really don't feel anything major at all. There's a few little things that just need to be clay barred. But if you don't see any tar bits, don't waste product if you don't need to. Just go ahead and clay bar it. Once it's smooth, you're good to go. If you're going to do a full paint correction and paint coatings and all of that, go through all the processes that you want because you're charging the customer for that. But for washing and clay barring, simple deconning, and waxing or sealants, don't go crazy in wasting product. I have my Tarex. I also have the last coat iron off, and use this stuff only when needed. Don't just use it just because. This stuff does cost you money, and as a mobile detailer or as a detailing business in general, you don't want to be wasting product. Audi is pulled in. Let's start drying it. It's now all clay barred, ready to go. We're using the Microfiber Madness Chipmunk. This thing is awesome. It's one of our favorite drying towels. Nice and thick, very soft, super absorbent. We also have the Chipmunk Junior, which is like the 16 by 16 towel. That is also really, really nice to use. So I'm also going to blow dry it. I'll start in the engine compartment, work my way around, getting all the crevices nice and dry. So the blow drying phase is done. The paint and all the crevices are dried. Now we see some water spotting issues here. Don't know if that's water spots or maybe some stains from trees. Usually that's going to be the culprit here, is a lot of junk from the trees staining the paint. So let's use some last coat cleanser, see if it can remove these stains. If not, then we'll have to polish them. But I'm going to spray directly onto this area right here and then use a nice clean towel to agitate these spots and see if they come out. And it looks like they are. So that's really good. That means we won't have to do any type of polishing, or at least some of the spots are. Some of them are a little bit more etched than others, but for the most part, yeah, okay. I think a lot of these are coming out. Yeah, that one's a little bit more difficult to remove. I'm gonna spray a little bit more and really have it dissolve whatever these spots are. And if it's tree gunk, it might not come out completely because this stuff is meant to dissolve mineral deposit type spots. So some of these were coming out and some of them aren't. So I think what we'll have to do is go on to polishing them out a little bit. But I'll try to get as many as possible with the chemical first, and then we'll go from there. So I'm using a little bit of quick detailer just to kind of neutralize and clean up this area. Yeah, so we will have to polish most of these spots out. All right, well, in that case, let's try a few products. So guys, we're going to use the Hybrid Solutions ceramic polish and wax, and we have the SPTA cordless polisher, and I am going to use their polishing pad. This is their orange pad, very close to the Lake Country orange, almost identical. Just has that pattern. I'm not a fan of the pattern, but we'll see how it works. Losing juice. Losing juice.
Not working.
Nope. You can barely feel them. But they may not come out completely because they're deep. Yeah, that's too bad. I'm going to step it up to a microfiber pad, and it's just the microfiber polishing pad from Meguiar's. So it has the black foam interface. It's a little bit more gentle, but let's see if it'll make a difference.
Oh, it helped.
It helped. Okay. Yeah, it helped. It's not going to be completely gone. So yeah, it did make a difference. It's not as bad. There are still some marks like that that are going to remain. Paint looks really nice though, but those pock marks aren't going to go away. Unfortunately, they're etched into the paint, and with this service, you know, we can't really go too much farther. Already we're going a little above and beyond just to make sure that those spots can be reduced. So we have these other ones that we're going to deal with here and right there. We have some really heavy ones right there, you can see. Let's see if we can reduce that one a little bit more. All right, guys, this is what's doing it. For really heavy water spots, you want a medium duty compound. You can choose whatever medium duty compound you want. I'm using the Epic medium duty. This stuff is like magic. I am loving it. We're actually almost about half a bottle already. This stuff is awesome. I'm using the new Max Shine Pro 15 Green. This thing is powerful. Super, super powerful. And just a microfiber finishing disc from Meguiar's. Actually, I'm going to just clean this up a little bit. Fluff up the fibers. You know what though, out of curiosity? No, okay. So let's put a couple more drops here and really get these water spots out. So guys, the medium duty compound and the new Max Shine Pro 15 Green, man, that thing is powerful. That is an awesome combo, and it is reducing those water spots, almost eliminating them. You got about maybe 10% left of the etching. I don't think it's water spots though. We both agree it's probably some tree sap or gunk because it's just erratic. It's not all over the vehicle. So whatever it is, it etched into the paint a little bit. But this combo is getting it out. The Hybrid Solutions just wasn't strong enough, but that's okay. That's fine. It's not meant to remove heavy water spots like that. You need to kick it up to a heavier compound. I noticed there's, oh yeah, see? So that right there is etched into the paint. It's kind of like a pock mark. Sure, you could wet sand that, but remember, this service is really a wash, decon, and wax. I'm already going a little overboard removing those just because they look so horrible, and the customer was concerned about them. So I am tackling those specifically. But if you can't get them out with this, then communicate with the customer, let them know, hey, I can do wet sanding if you want to really try to remove it completely. But if not, then don't go overboard. Don't do too much. The customer may love it, but as a business, you know, you don't want to do that all the time. That is taking time from you. So let's continue on. We're going to continue polishing this side of the hood, and I think maybe the trunk lid and maybe the top a little bit, but that's about it. The sides are fine. So we're just going to continue with protecting the sides after we get all of the top portions polished. So the Audi S5 is looking incredible. Look at this thing. So the water spots on here, those little etch markings, are pretty much reduced to the point where you can't really see them. There are some heavier etching spots here and there and kind of spread throughout, but it's so minimal now that they really don't show up at all. So that's pretty awesome. So let's get to sealing this thing, and we're going to be using the Purus ceramic detail spray. So this stuff is like a spray coating, basically. Very easy to use. Spray on, wipe in, wipe off. So you could apply it in many different ways. We like to spray it on a towel or an applicator, but look how easy it is to apply. Wipe it in, and then you can just flip the towel and buff it right off, and that's it. It's super, super easy. And it produces a nice gloss. Now, ideally, you want this to cure in here for, I don't know, a couple of hours. Ideally, it would be great to have the vehicle in here and cure for 24 hours, but the customer is going to pick up the vehicle in about 4 to 5 hours or so. So that should be enough cure time, and it will be sealed in and ready to go. So as you can see, this stuff so easy to apply. So I'll have links to that spray coating in the description below, but you can actually get it from the Extreme Solutions website. So along with all of their other products, they carry the Purus line. So that is the Purus line of coatings. So they have their jade coatings as well, their actual ceramic coatings, which I am going to try out in the future. This stuff is just so easy to use as a, I don't know, 6 to 8 month ceramic sealant. I love that you can just apply it right onto the paint. You can kind of see it go on there, and then it flashes right away. Really nice stuff. And it can go into the paint, plastic, glass, trim, everything, and you don't have to worry about it. So the interior, we are going to vacuum, wipe down, just kind of cleaning up. Just kind of clean it up a little bit because it does need a little bit of work in here. So look at the leather. Really, really nice. Nice soft leather with that awesome stitching. I really like that. But, you know, when you look into it like this, all these little particles and grass particles and who knows what else is in here. So we'll dust it, vacuum it, wipe it all down, and interior will be good to go. We also need to clean the glass. So I need to get back here. Look, that's inside. Ah, man. It's a 2-door, so now I have to squeeze myself in here to get this back glass. So guys, one of the last things that we're doing here on the Audi is dressing the tires. Now, I usually don't use this for the tires. I usually use this for all the plastic trim and you know, the honeycomb grill type of plastics, because the aerosol is a really nice application. It's very easy. So I've seen some guys use this on tires, so I figured I'd give it a try. Now you can apply it one of two different ways: directly on, spraying it directly on, or onto an applicator. You will get a little bit of overspray. It's not a big deal. It'll wipe off the paint with a quick detailer, but if you don't want to mess up your finish, then just spray it onto an applicator and then onto the tire itself. It does flash away really, really quick, and it leaves a very clean, natural finish, not high gloss at all. It's only when you apply it directly on without an applicator that you get more of a high gloss finish. So I really like this finish right here. But if you do want to go a little bit extra, then you can just spray it on and leave it. But once you start working it in, it looks more like a natural matte finish, which I think I prefer better. So that just looks nice and clean and a little bit more natural. If you don't like that look, then you can shine it up a lot more, but that looks really nice. Well everyone, the S5 is complete. Look how nice that looks. I really like this color. These colors are very forgiving. You really can't see defects in them too much. So the hood was polished. Look how nice and crisp it looks. All those nasty water spot etching junk sap, whatever that stuff was, is drastically reduced to the point where you really have to search for it. So the top pieces here, the top painted pieces also polished. The glass was polished. Looks really nice now. And all the paint was polished on all the top portions because it needed it. The sides, we didn't need a polish. They were just cleaned and then they were protected. The inside did get a wipe down, just a basic, so vacuum wipe down, dusting. It looks beautiful. All the glass cleaned inside out. It is ready to go. This thing is looking gorgeous. I love these wheels because they're so easy to clean. Nice large spokes, you can get in there and clean everything. Beautiful turnaround. Really, really nice vehicle to work on. This was very easy. It wasn't a difficult job. You know, the only thing that took some time was the polishing aspect, but that was it. Everything looks beautiful. So guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoy videos like this, then consider subscribing, clicking that bell. That way you get notifications each time these videos drop each week and you don't miss stuff. And if you're interested in any of the products, the tools that we used, check out the links in the description below. So definitely check out the rest of the videos on our channel. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great week. Take care.